Well, I'm starting off with this instead. I'm not sure if it was what was supposed to be non-copyright, non-royalty. Could have been the football. Not sure what it was. But here's the link to this fireplace we started off with last night. It's cozy. So yeah, it's a learning process, kid. So I can't do that. Whatever I was doing, I don't know. They'll probably email me or something. Let me know exactly what it was. I'll find out. I'll probably get emailed or something. I don't know. I'm new to the game. So we'll kind of go through I'm going to go through my sub list here real quick. Just to see if there's anything. Which I don't think there is. I don't know, maybe I can only play clips or something. It was like a 16-minute thing. Maybe I watched it too long. I don't know. I'm not sure. Alright, I don't see anything new. So let me check the scores of everything here real quick. Oh, wow, it's a final. The 76ers beat the Knicks. Barely. Lakers and Mavs coming up. See what the NFL's looking like. Oh, I forgot I actually have to click on NFL. $20-13 at half. Damn, the Packers are only 6-8 this year. I didn't realize they were doing that bad. I wonder what they need to do to Okay, the late afternoon contest saw the Dallas. Oh my gosh. I gotta mute this fire. I know you guys don't hear it, but I need to mute it. All right, there we go. And I need to take that away. Oh my gosh. I can't move my mouse anywhere on here. Okay, how to... Yeah, let's go. Where's the... What to know? If I could get it right on the freaking thing. It's so touchy. Anyway. The Cowboys were able to overcome two 10-point deficits to keep their slim division title hopes alive. And it's a good thing that they beat the Eagles, too, because that definitely helps when it comes to any kind of placement. Oh my gosh, come on. A defense that was picked apart.
What if you were a global energy company with customers in different places on different
What the
systems?
hell?
So you
No.
call in IBM and Red Hat to create an open
Where
hybrid
am I
cloud
getting an ad?
platform. Now data is available anywhere securely. Let's create a hybrid cloud that can change an industry. IBM, let's
Where
create.
am I getting an ad here? Was it on this freaking...
What do you look for from Brady and this offensive attack?
Randy, they have to stop turning the ball over. Tom Brady.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll... Hey, Chrissy B. I gotta listen to some stupid ad on here. Where's this video coming from? I don't want to hear it. Where's this ad coming from? Where is this ad coming from? Oh my gosh. Refresh. Can I not play the frickin' video? Is this what was playing? Probably. Let me pause it real quick. Holy crap. The stream was suspended due to copyright, so I'll find out after a little bit. I'll probably get an email or something with them. Let me know exactly what the reason was. That way I know not to do it again, you know? It's probably the football, honestly. The Cowboys were able to overcome two 10-point deficits to keep their slim division title hopes alive. A defense that was picked apart. The Eagles did not punt. Wow. Came up with back-to-back takeaways late in the fourth quarter. The Cowboys are 11-4 and will be no worse than the 5th seed in the postseason, but they'll need the Eagles to lose out to have any aspirations of a division crown. A third meeting between the teams in the playoffs would be something else. Wow. The Cowboys need it. Can the Cowboys find their pass rush? The Cowboys need it if they are going to do anything in the playoffs, of course. They recorded 4 sacks of Jalen Hurts when they met in October and had at least 3 in 9 of their first 11 games, but Dallas had 1 sack the previous 2 weeks and 0 on Saturday. 0 sacks. Come on. Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, and Dorrance Armstrong have to figure something out because the secondary, which has been hit by injuries, can't hold up forever. When the Cowboys brought pressure against Gardner Minshew, they didn't get home. That's crazy. They didn't get a sack on him, but that's why they're 13-1. Yeah. And right here, they let a golden opportunity slip away. $20-13. Yeah, it was probably because of football. So I probably can't play like highlights and stuff. I don't know. But we'll go to my folder here. I haven't scratched it yet. Sorry, YouTube was going, YouTube was going crazy. I haven't scratched it yet. I did scratch the numbers, but not the cards yet. Let's see. Broke things off with Jack's. Jack's aunt breaks her silence. Ooh. I'm going to wait to play that one. I think that's going to be a good one. Is that the one you sent me, Kib Kitty? I saved them. Whichever ones you sent to. Oh, let's see here. 1 second. Let me go to my email real quick. Oh, here's the email. So it had, I don't know, it's not a specific reason, so I guess it just had to do with probably football. There's no specific, I'll probably find out. Hey, what's up, Dre? Merry Christmas. I'll probably find out if I actually go to my video, because that's where it tells me like who claimed it, the time period of when it was being displayed, and all that other stuff. So I'll know for sure exactly what it was, and then I can go from there and figure out what I can play or not play. And yeah, Kelt, I saved that video from Joe Rogan a few days ago. I do need to go back to that. Alright, this is from Christy B here. Crime Stories Obsessed UK. Well, well, well. This certainly makes for an interesting read. I think if it were in plain English, it may be easier to read, but still, is there any truth to this? What are your thoughts? I have not paid much time to this Baracoa guy. He's Ethan's fraternity friend, enemy, allegedly. Yeah, this is that message. Remember that video that we played where it kept referring to, I didn't know it was Loach. That was crossed out. Because the version that we watched a few days ago had a lot of smudge. That was... Whoa. This is even deeper than the one that we saw. Can you guys read that? I can read it if not. But yeah, this is what we watched a couple days ago, and then but it had the smudge marks on it, so stuff was blacked out. Thank you, Christy B. I'll read some of it. Some of it I'm not. Let me see here. Bruh, you can... David Berrio, however you say that. I need to do another Sims episode. I really got into my Sims episode last night. I'm starting to learn how to play it now. Maybe I'll do a Sims stream again tonight on Twitch. By the way, if you want to watch it live on Twitch, I'll go ahead and put my link out there. 1 second. Yeah, I think I subscribed to this channel on YouTube. Alright, it says, bro, you can see the King Roadhouse from David's SX room. Once that third floor light turned off, they did it 19 minutes total, walk included. Talked about this shit at Bishop Kelly and SX. Loach and E. What is Loach? What would Loach mean? Let me know what you think Loach means. Loach and E got in a fight that night. X allegedly talking shit. L had problems with Mads also, as in Maddie. This shit been brewing since Fall Rush last year. C's went quiet on social media for 2 weeks before and after the deed. Barry's mom, a paralegal, so he knows not to say shit. Loach cleared his social media. What does Loach mean? And then the second part had to take, okay, SX22 saw E, X, Loach, and Barry at the party. Loach and E have issues back to E rushing. Rushing what? E talks shit about Loach taking roids. Now, see, there was some video we watched yesterday about a very large individual and having his privates shrivel. Loach pissed as he wanted X for dumbass youngins like E. Tutors are assigned. Barry blew it with E. E, a second year fresher. Barry also self-conscious about his something blood and talks empty shit. Barry and Loach talked about this shit in general for a while. Talked about leaving their cell phones behind and on YouTube autoplay, no pings, no guns, too loud, area dead early Sunday morning. Barry and Loach. So who is Barry and Loach? So who would Barry and Loach be? Yum, sounds good. Yeah, who would Barry and Loach be? I don't know. Barry and Loach. Yeah, 1 second here. If you can do me a favor, so I never get the source incorrect in case I spell it or there's some similar channel. If you could send me the source link too, if you send those. Let me see here. 1 second. Give me 1 second. I have to search it here. There we go. Yeah, it just takes me a little bit to get it. So yeah, if anybody's able to send the source channel link or whatever for the YouTube, I can always click on the video and then I can copy and paste the YouTube link. And then kabam. Okay. Let me see here. Community. Oh, a community post. All right. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't get a noise notification if I get a Gmail. It sucks. Here we go. There we go. Community. Oh, okay. There we go. The community one. Thank you for that. Okay, let's see here. Where am I at on the... Yeah, that's a really neat video right there. So I don't think it was that. I think we could do that. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for watching that. That's another video for the new year. Okay. I think somebody sent me this link. I don't know if I really care to see the inside of the frat house. Surveillance. Okay, yeah, let's check out the surveillance video here. And I'll put the link up to the video in a second. So here's for the channel. Quick video here. Okay. And then here's the link to the video. Real quick. And then we'll go ahead and play it now. I'm on my way to Troy and Kendrick to ask about surveillance video. Do you really? I don't know if they're really going to tell him anything about that. I thought this was surveillance around the neighborhood. The thumbnail looked like he was standing in front of the backyard or something. I know. Game's tied at 20, Dre. Thank you for the update. I think I got in trouble playing football, so if you're watching sports and you got updates, go ahead. Game tied at 20. How much time's left in the quarter, Dre? Yeah, that's just a quick video, I suppose. I thought it was going to be looking at surveillance in the neighborhood. Because the thumbnail's in the backyard. Alright. Damn, it's cold. Yeah, thank you. Here, I'm going to leave that up. And then if you got another update, go ahead. Thank you. If anybody's watching the Lakers game... let's see. Mysterious Man. Dark Triad Explained. What is this? Alright, here's Michelle. What's up, Kel? Third quarter, 2:25 left. Tied at 20. How is Green Bay only 6-8? Here's the link to the channel that we're going to watch the video here, and I'll put the video link up in a second once we start playing it. Unpacking Evil, the Idaho Forest Killer Dark Triad Explained. Burr. Please like this video and like the podcast video as well. Sorry about it getting shut down earlier. Aw. So her profile is male, known but not inner circle, local. Committed this crime before but not a SK. Military training or ex-military, used to blood knife skill, criminal profile, possible record, hypermasculine, misogyny, loner, not necessarily living alone, narcissism, Machiavellianism, lone wolf. I mean, that's pretty damn right on what I think. That's pretty right on. In my opinion, anyway. I have a question. How many of you would be available tonight to do Jackbox TV? Just let me know. I'm curious. Maybe I'll do Jackbox tonight and do Trivia Murder Party with everybody. Huh. Wow. Very planned, she feels. Huh. That's interesting. So, I mean, it was kind of, I don't know, it was either convenient for the person or persons that did do it, or it had to be planned out like that, because for it to happen right before Thanksgiving break and have the perfect alibi to disappear, I mean, that, it's one or the other. Hmm. That's interesting too. Oh no. I mean, I was looking at it, I was thinking the video was almost done, honestly, and then I'm looking at it, I'm like, holy shit, it's only half over. But no, I mean, I get what she's saying, or she. Not sure. I think it's a, yeah, it's a her. Oh my gosh. Is that what you were watching for, Kel? Oh, Michelle After Dark. All right. Yeah, that was an interesting theory there. White, Hyundai, Elantra Search, Colfax, and Pole in Washington. Has anybody watched this yet? Does this have anything in it? Anything that's worth? These people open up their lights. Anyone? Let's see here. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Fingers crossed, no fire. Look at the stairs. Whoa. There's no sound? There's no sound? Wow. You don't hear the video?
Feels so good.
Oh my gosh, there we go.
Well, I see the Grinch there, but I don't think there are any Grinches in that
Oh
house.
my gosh,
Lucia,
that
thank
sucks.
you.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that. And
A
then
somber night in
Kelt said,
Cornelius.
"Yo, no sound."
The power of
Christy B, are
meditation
we-
and
Aw.
prayer.
We feel her. We want her to feel us.
Just hours after
Yeah, we showed
Madalina
the
Kojikari's family released this letter
we showed the
to the
pic.
FBI and Cornelius police. It said in part, quote,
Is that
Madalina
your
is a
backyard or
beautiful,
something?
smart,
Holy crap, that's a
kind,
lot of
and
stuff.
loving 11-year-old girl with greatness in her future. We are desperate to find her right now. She needs all of our help. That help was evident Thursday night at Intune Soul Sangha Healing and Meditation Community Center, the second of 2 candlelight vigils this week.
It's so important because we are all connected that we come together as like-minded people.
Strangers coming together to help bring the 11-year-old back home safely.
We're not focusing on the anger. We're not focusing on the frustration that everybody feels, even we feel it. This is a matter of we bring the focus to Madalina. We bring the focus to
second?
the person who does not have a voice right now.
Bringing a voice to this little girl whose story has touched so many across the world. Silence. A moment to meditate. This group's promise to find Madalina's truth.
We can join together and we set the intention for her to feel like she is loved.
There's still nothing out there. Time. Sorry, that frickin' stream suspension threw it all out of whack. A wolf in a sanctuary up outside Yellowstone. Wow. Oh my gosh, Coat. I saw something about a dispensary up there earlier in chat and I missed it. Did it open for you yet? And did this thing just like skip to the next video on my playlist here if I just let it play? So I don't have to keep fumbling around?
Your family.
I think, oh my gosh. How cool is that? Well, shoot. Yeah, sorry about the no sound. Oh, yeah, the tree. That was a nice tree. Let's see, true crime rocket science. Now, do I have to hit back or do I hit zoom? Nope, I just hit back. All right, cool.
Your family has been very outspoken.
So I'm gonna pause this. Oh yeah, this is interesting. This is very interesting. I saw this earlier. Here's we've watched his videos the last couple nights. True Crime Rocket Science. I'll put the link to the video up here. Yeah, let me check my email in a second. Yeah, if you send me a Gmail, just let me know, because it does not give me a sound notification unless somebody knows how I can have that on my Gmail. That'd be really cool, because really I don't even know when I get the emails. It sucks. I just have to keep checking here and there. So here's a link to the video. Cow. Nope, it's just your animals. Here's the link to the video. And this is True Crime Rocket Science. Yeah, I'm thinking about definitely doing a Sims 4 episode 3 later. And then I can always do, if everybody wants to hop on Twitch, I can always do the game show, Trivia Murder Party. If you'd like me to play the video of how it all works, I can do that. I don't get in trouble for playing that video, so I can always play that one too. Yeah, let me see what else I got here real quick. Yeah, let me see here, right here. This one right here. That looks damn cold. That looks damn cold. Christy B, download the Twitch app. Like when we do Jackbox, most people they have a device that can play Twitch on their TV, or people will use like their computer or tablet to watch the Twitch stream, and then everybody just uses their phone to participate in the game show. So you're watching the game show on a TV, a tablet, a computer, and then you're actually a contestant in the game show with your phone. That's how most people do it. Some people use their tablets, but most people will use their phone to be the participant, and then you watch the game show on another device, your TV, your tablet, computer, such. It's a lot of fun, but yeah, definitely, if you're able to, anybody, download the Twitch app, and then I'll put the link in an email or in a chat, the chat box of the stream, whatever. And then all you have to do is click on the link. It should take you to the app to download if you click on the link with whatever device that you'd be watching the show on. And then you just have the app, and it's a lot of fun, especially Trivia Murder Party. It said you couldn't. No, you don't. No. To be the participant with your phone, you don't need to download any app. You just need to be able to have Twitch, because with your phone, to be a participant, it's through Jackbox, and you don't even need to download anything to your phone. So the only thing that you're doing on Jackbox for your phone is you're using your phone's mobile web browser. That's it. You don't have to download an app. You don't have to sign into nothing. You don't have to nothing. All you do is you just go to jackbox.tv on your mobile phone's browser, or I can send you a link in a message, and you can just click on the link and it'll take your phone to the browser. It's just jackbox.tv. Here, I'll type the link in chat. You guys can even click on it with your phone right now. Watch. Did that bring a link up? No? Hold on. Give me 1 second. All right, so if you click this link with your phone, right? This is what's going to pop up. So all you do is you put in a 4-letter code, which I give you the room code because I'm the game show host. I give you a 4-letter room code, and then all you do is you type your name in. And then you hit play, and then you're a contestant in the game show. 23-20 Green Bay. How much time's left, Dre? So yeah, you just go to Jackbox. You just go to jackbox.tv. This will show up on your mobile phone because you want to, most people, it's easier to just use your mobile phone to be the participant. Okay. Most people use their mobile phone. So you just, you can click on that link with your phone, or you can just go to your mobile web browser, type in the Jackbox TV right there at the top. Right there at the top, jackbox.tv. It'll take you to this part right here. And then you just wait for my game code. So what you'll have to do, so that's how you participate in the show. So you don't download nothing to your phone, you don't nothing, right? You just use your regular mobile phone, regular browser, whatever it comes with. You're golden, you're good to go. Now, to watch the game show, you have to be watching on Twitch. So when you go to Twitch, this is where you need to watch the game show. So this is where the stream right here, okay? This is where the stream, whoa, it's live. Shoot, I forgot I'm streaming to Twitch today. So this is where the stream, right? Oh, I got to get out of there. Otherwise it's going to echo like crazy. Anyway, you follow me on Twitch and then you watch the Twitch stream. Most people watch it on their computer, their tablet, their TV, whichever, and then you just watch the show, you participate with your phone. I mean, it's so much fun. And I'll show you, let me see. I'm going to actually show you Trivia Murder Party. The actual, instead of showing you the trailer first. See, Trivia Murder Party. Here we go. This is Trivia Murder Party. This is a hit right here.
Wake up! Wake up! Welcome to Trivia Night, my way of testing society's refuse to make sure only the worthy survive. But it's also so fun. Let's all take a moment and try to remember it's fun.
See, now down here you'll get the room code, or I tell you the room code. And see all these people right here. There's 4 people in the game, but you can have anywhere from 8 to 10 that are participating on the game show, but then whoever comes in after that is also, they're called the audience. And the audience as a collective has its own score and can also play and participate in the game too. So even if you don't make the spot of the top 10, you'll be able to be in the audience and still participate and still have a score and still even can beat anybody that's on the show. It's really cool. You can have up to 10,000 people, in the audience, and you can have up to 10 people in the actual game show being a participant. So that's where you just go to jackbox.tv with your phone. You just use your phone to be the game show, one of these characters up here. And then on your phone, it'll show you this question, and it'll show you which one do you want to pick. And it's all like trivia. It's a lot of trivia and stuff like that. A lot of these games. And then there's also games that you make up funny sayings and stuff. This is an 18 plus channel. So they are 18 plus games. But you can turn it to where it has like a friendly mode or whatever. But it's really cool. I'll just give you a little example of it. I won't play the whole thing though.
I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini games. If you do badly in the mini game, I'll kill you. But don't worry, those can still win the game. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can escape first. Oh my goodness, will you listen to me? Going on and on like the voices of the birds that tell me what to do. Let's get to the game already. Okay, first question. In Romeo and Juliet, what kills Juliet besides a broken heart? Who picked this? The rest of you, let's go someplace fun. Welcome to the killing floor. We're going to play the finger cutting game. I used to call this one Knifey Pointy, but the name didn't test well with the focus group I kidnapped. Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. There's no wrong answer or right answer.
And this host is funny as shit too. Really? Well, shit. What? Huh? What, Kel? Yeah, this game's fun as hell. Alright, I'm gonna see what's up with the subscription. I just wanted to give you an idea of what that game was like real quick. See what's up on the sub list. Oh, she drank that stuff. Yeah, it's fun as hell. Crime Talk. Ooh, nice. Ooh, we got some new videos here. Hold on a second. I haven't watched a Crime Talk for a while. He's been on some other dude that I'm not really covering, so. Let's see here. So here's Crime Talk. I don't know what happened last night, Dre, like with comments getting deleted and stuff like that, and it didn't give me an option to undo whatever. So I was just hoping that maybe a wrench would help, and you support the show a lot, so I just thought I would go ahead. It was, you know, you cut off the I'm telling you, the game is fun. But I own Party Pack 3 and Party Pack 6, and all you'd have to do is just download the Twitch app to watch the game show, and then Just use your mobile phone's browser to be the participant. It's really fun. All right, so let's see here. I want to see what he has to say. I haven't watched one of his videos for a while.
Merry Christmas from Crime Talk. That's right. It is December 25th, Sunday, which means it is the weekly recap from Crime Talk. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Hope you enjoy the weekly recap.
Oh, this is a weekly recap. Where had he seen it then? All right, I'm going to go to this other video. Where was it at? It was right next to it. There it is, right there. Law and Crime Network.
We have a lot of resources that we're utilizing, but we still ask for your help. We ask for...
Let me get their link up in the chat real quick to replace it. Let's see here. There, Law and Crime. I like their videos too.
We have a lot of resources that we're utilizing, but we still ask for your help. We ask for any tips that you might have, anything that you might be able to give us.
Should one resource police use on the Moscow murder investigation include private investigators? I'm Anjanette Levy, and welcome to Law and Crime Sidebar Podcast. The idea of hiring a private investigator was first floated by Steve Gonsalves, the father of victim Katie Gonsalves. He was very frustrated with what he saw as a lack of progress in the investigation. You will recall that Kaylee and her roommates, Maddie Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Xana's boyfriend, Ethan Chapin, were all stabbed to death in the early morning hours of November 13th. It's been nearly 6 weeks since the homicides occurred. In that time, families have been pleading for information, but police have been keeping much of that information about the case from the public, which happens in criminal investigations. The family of Xana Kernodle sent out flyers this week pleading for anyone with information to come forward. The Moscow Police Department has enlisted the help of both the Idaho State Police and the FBI to solve the case. So should some of that help come from private investigators? Joining me to discuss whether or not hiring a private investigator for these families to investigate the murders themselves is TJ Ward. He is a private investigator. He's been in the business for 40 years. He has a website, tjwardpi.com, and is also the author of the new book, Guilt by Association. TJ, welcome to Sidebar. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much.
TJ, you're a former law enforcement officer. I'm sure as a law enforcement officer, you wouldn't want people digging around in your cases. I don't know that for sure, but what are your thoughts on this discussion, this idea about the family of Kaylee Gonsalves potentially, and I say potentially because we don't know if they've even done that, hiring a private investigator to investigate these murders?
Well, hiring a private investigator is probably an asset to the case, because there's a lot of witnesses that we know that probably wouldn't want to talk to law enforcement, and what they would do is talk to somebody that's not associated with law enforcement, and we can gather information probably law enforcement wouldn't get, and we would build a case for them and turn it over to law enforcement.
When you were in law enforcement with Fulton County, would you have wanted a private investigator talking to witnesses for you, or running a parallel investigation? Would you have not liked that, or what would your feelings have been about that?
I don't have a problem with a private investigator working a parallel investigation, as long as they don't get into areas that might hurt the case or do something that may not be proper that we couldn't use in a court of law later on. And with my experience as a former law enforcement officer, I know what my boundaries are to be able to utilize information and get information for law enforcement to be able to use.
One thing that I thought you said was very interesting is the fact that there are probably witnesses in this case who may not feel comfortable talking to law enforcement. However, they may be more comfortable talking to someone who's not a sworn officer. They may feel like they can be more candid. Have you experienced that in your investigations?
Absolutely, that has happened before, and we build our cases. I build cases. I get hired by lawyers and private individuals and companies to build a case where it would be theft or whatever, and I turn my investigations over to law enforcement, where they take it and use it in an indictment, or I would testify as a professional to be able to testify in court from what information that I found and utilized in the case. Very important. And there are a lot of people that do not like to talk to the police. I mean, the police are the authority. It scares them when they may be a potential witness where they don't want to be. But talking to a private individual, as myself, as a private investigator, they're a little bit more comfortable talking.
I think one of the reasons for that is because, talking to a law enforcement officer, you could get jammed up. I mean, we've heard stories about this where they have arrest powers. The police have a lot of power, and I'm sure the officers in this case want to get it right. They want to get the right person. So is that one of the reasons why people don't always feel comfortable talking to law enforcement?
That's correct. And it's just the authority that they have and the power that they have, as you mentioned. Law enforcement is a little bit different category, what they're looking for. And people are scared that they're going to get incorporated into a case that they don't want to get incorporated to, but they like to share what they know. It's the same way that they find cameras or find vehicles or identify something that they don't want anybody else to know. Especially in this case in Idaho, that they're looking for vehicles right now. Someone may come forth and feel comfortable talking to a private investigator and giving them information that I'm going to share with law enforcement. And anything that we get, we have a protocol to know if there's law enforcement involved. Anything we compile information, we're going to give to them. And we don't take things in their own hands and go above and beyond what law enforcement would do. We turn it over to them, which builds a relationship with us and law enforcement to know that we're credible.
You mentioned the search for the white Hyundai Elantra. We know earlier this week that one of those white Hyundai Elantras, one of the 22,000 that police are combing through, registrations and things like that, was ruled out in Eugene, Oregon. There was one found on a street corner there. It had been involved in a vehicle accident a couple of days before. It was sitting there with front end damage, no license plates. It certainly looked suspicious. They looked into it. They ruled it out, even though that vehicle is in the range of vehicles that they want to look at, 2011 to 2013. How daunting of a task is that to go through now 21,999 vehicles that you have remaining to try to piece together who may have been in that area that night?
Well, what they have to do is going through 21,999 now is one thing they got the Department of Motor Vehicles that can level down. That's how they come up with a number and be able to go through and see who these people might be, or if a name comes up that they find that matches something that they've got from a witness at the crime scene, or somebody that's a witness in this case, and try to match it up with somebody and they have talked to somebody that owns that vehicle. It's unfortunate that they don't have a tag number or a VIN number from what they found. And again, now their problem is being able to locate vehicles. The weather is hampering them unbelievably up there with the snow and ice and the bad weather. So it's going to slow this investigative down, and hopefully it doesn't become a cold case.
You've been in this business a long time, a PI for 40 years. Before that, a law enforcement officer, a sworn officer. From the outside looking in, and we don't know everything that they're doing, of course, but we know that they've got the Moscow PD working on this with the assistance of the FBI and the Idaho State Police. From what we know about what they're doing, we've been told they're using every available resource to look into this. They're combing through the video. They're combing through tips. They have about 15,000 tips now that they have to wade through, which is unbelievable to me. What is your assessment of what's going on with this investigation?
Well, the I don't say the problem, but the FBI is well known that they're not going to release any information until they have diehard information they can go public with. So we really don't know what they have. I mean, it was in a very complicated crime scene. and there's things in that crime scene that can lead them to where they are to go to the outside. And again, they're bringing more FBI agents in, I understand, that are an expertise in these type of cases, and to be able to utilize. So again, we don't know what they have or what they don't have, but we have to move forward to keep gathering information. And I think it's real important that this case stays active in the media, because there may be somebody that remembers something or sees what's on TV that might be an asset to them. And they come to us as a private investigator, and if there's one involved in that location up there, or if they end up calling us, because I know they're trying to raise money to hire a private investigator. And again, as I spoke earlier this week, we have 2 former homicide investigators that work with us, and I would be more than happy to send them there to work hands-on with law enforcement and to help gather information. As again, anything that we learn, if we were working on the case, we would immediately turn it over to law enforcement to enhance their case.
In your experience, is it common to have a private investigator working hand in hand with law enforcement on a murder case that's active and ongoing, such as this one? We're about 40 days in on this case.
Absolutely. If you'll recall, when I worked the case in the disappearance of Natalie Holloway in Aruba, I started gathering information, and unfortunately, I learned that the lead investigator was Vandersloot's godfather, his dad's best friend, and worked in the Administrative Justice with Vandersloot's father from 95 to 98. I went out on the media and put that out there. I mean, that
was a crazy case too. I forgot about that one. Natalie Holloway.
That's huge. You got an investigator that's investigating somebody
and yeah, Kel, what a weird background, huh?
That he's related to is a big problem, a big problem. So I mean, I had to expose that information publicly, and it was not good for law enforcement. But I'm undenying to saying that I would do this in this particular instance, but using a private investigator to gather information from private individuals or witnesses that may be involved is an asset to law enforcement in this case. I think law enforcement there, with 3 different agencies working on this case, is an asset, and I think they're doing a great job and best that they can right now. But I just think it would be an asset to have another team of investigators there, that the private individuals that we talked about may want to talk to us instead of law enforcement.
Between 10 and 15,000 tips, TJ,
I mean,
that's a lot. 10,000 to 15,000 tips that they're wading through.
That's true. Like, some people would rather talk to them than LE, you know? That's very true. That's exactly. Kel. Yeah, what a headache, you know? Interesting stuff, though.
I have to think that there has to be something in some of those tips that is going to be helpful to this investigation. How difficult is it to go through that many tips? Even if you have 60 FBI agents, Idaho State Police, I can't even imagine.
They have professionals that do this for a living, working inside those agencies, to be able to go through and filter in on things that may be important in this case. I still get people calling me about a case in 2005 with the disappearance of Natalie Holloway. My phone still rings, and I still get emails, and we follow up with those leads as I did from the beginning. So you have to look and take everyone serious that somebody may know something that's going to enhance your case to be able to solve it.
Yeah, and Natalie Holloway, the disappearance of Natalie Holloway, sadly, her body has still never been found.
That's crazy.
Horrible thing for her family. One last thing, people are fearful of coming forward if they have information because they are afraid that they are going to get in trouble. Let's say somebody does have information about this case and they fear knowing about it is going to get them in a lot of trouble. What's your recommendation to that person listening to this right now?
If they're so worried about getting in trouble and they have information that may solve a case like this, they need to get a lawyer and get a lawyer to give them information or protect them from any information they give. This this car that they're looking for, this individual, is not a suspect. It's a person of interest they're looking for that may have additional information to lead them to solving this case.
Yeah, the person who friggin' did it.
TJ Ward, private investigator. You can find him at
I mean, it's the... From what's being speculated, it was the car leaving this location being on film, driving down this road being on film, driving down this road being on film. After they had DNA, took 4 weeks for a lady to use genealogy to track. Wow. Holy crap, 2620 Green Bay, 2 minutes left. Thank you, Dre. Oh, that's got to be a great game right now. Is it in Green Bay or is it in Miami? 5 years later. Yeah. That was a crazy case, though, Natalie Holloway. All right, I forgot that we went to a True Crime Rocket Science video, so I'm going to go ahead and switch to that. Again, there's his channel. All right, and here's the link to the video.
Your family has been outspoken in support of Jack. He's Kaylee's ex-boyfriend. And on the Moscow police website, though, he is not listed, notably, as someone who has been cleared in the investigation. To your knowledge, is that significant?
I think maybe they're just afraid because there's the link to the video that we're about to watch. I just think that, I mean, they're probably afraid because they're not even releasing a profile. So anybody that does want to talk, you know, like, how are they going to feel comfortable saying anything when there's not even a profile out there? So they could be confiding in the person that did this stuff and they don't even know it as far as they're concerned. So they're probably keeping everything they have to themselves because they're afraid they might be telling somebody who committed the crime. Yeah, I feel the same way, Melmac. I know Kib Kitty followed that case a lot too, didn't you, Kib? I think you mentioned something about Natalie Holloway. That one's just a way open-ended. That thing is just way open-ended. I've watched a lot of documentaries on that myself, and the corruption, you know? And that's very true, Kel. Not to mention not saying anything to Ellie or private investigators, but also just to kind of keep the sorority frat, you know, inside the locker room kind of thing. I see what you're saying, Kel. All right. So here's the link to the video, and then we're going to watch some True Crime Rocket Science. We've been watching some of his videos the last couple days. Been pretty good.
No.
Moscow police website. He is not listed, notably, as someone who has been cleared in the investigation. To your knowledge, is that significant?
No. I don't personally think so, because I think that there's the entire rest of the world that's also not on that list of people who have been cleared,
right?
Including Maddie's boyfriend, including any associates of Xana or Ethan that might not be involved. I don't find that significant at all.
Hello and welcome to True Crime Rocket Science, the most authentic voice in true crime. His childhood sweetheart. It's interesting that the New York Post refers to Jack in its opening paragraph as Kaylee's ex. Is that accurate? I think the question many have been asking is whether the status was actually the other way around. He was Kaylee's ex. Kaylee had broken up with him. In fact, Kaylee had broken things off with Jack just 3 weeks before the incident. And so you have to wonder, what has Jack been thinking about while he's looking at the food truck footage? Imagine if you were him, what would you think? Or the CCTV close to the corner club? wherever Jack is, watching these body cams of the noise complaints, and I'm sure he is. What is he thinking about that? What was he thinking about at the time?
If you have a video for it, Kid Kitty, go ahead and send it to me. Or did you send it to me already? Is that one of the links? If it is one of the links you sent to me, just let me know what the title is, and I'll go right to that video.
And I mean, think about who is missing from all of these snippets of his girlfriend's life. Where was he, and what does he think now, looking at footage of his girlfriend partying, apparently with other guys and apparently without him? I mean, I've got to say, I was thinking about this anyway, without really knowing the status, which has sort of come out now. So what we're finding out now seems to be different to what Kaylee's parents said, that they were going to get back together and they were going to get married. It seems as though, I mean, if that was part of the plan, then this activity, was that really a great plan? You know, like this activity, and you are going to get back together and have kids.
What's the plan? Not a great plan.
Now, according to Brooke Miller, Jack's aunt, right now, Jack is heartbroken and apparently too heartbroken to talk to the media himself. And I suppose you could even say too heartbroken to actually assist directly with the investigation into what happened to the love of his life. She said, quote, "He's not only lost the love of his life and what we all thought, and he probably thought as well, would be his future wife, you know, get married and have kids and all of that, but also half of America thinks he could be responsible for the heinous killings." That's according to Miller, end quote. So this is confirmation of what Kaylee's folks said. Now, is it just me, or does it seem as if maybe that wasn't going to happen after?
I was just showing the video. The law and crime video? We watched the Law and Crime. Is that the one that you're talking about? Kind of skimming through the thumbnail here real quick. Here, let me keep playing this.
After all, or did Kaylee intend to bring Jack back out of the friend zone? Now, what's really interesting about this article from the New York Post, and I will put a link to it in the description, is that we found out a little bit more about what has been going on, what Jack's studying, and how long they had been dating. But before we get to that, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do like, share, leave a comment, and let's get started. So the article goes on to say Ducour, 22, and Gonzalez.
Okay, so I'm at the 4-minute mark. So you mean the beginning right here?
Your family has been very outspoken in support of Jack.
It was just it didn't show the reaction. It was just a picture of it.
He's Kaylee's ex-boyfriend. And on the Moscow police website, though, he is not listed, notably, as some.
But if you do have that interview where it does show it, I think it was Fox News, right? Let me see.
Your family has been very
CNN. Yeah, if you can find the CNN interview that does have this, go ahead and send me the link, Kid Kitty. But this doesn't. This is just a picture. We didn't watch this one. I don't think this was playing on another video we watched before. But this is just a screenshot. But I do know what you're referring to when he makes like a yes, she says no, and the dad's kind of like breathing heavy. I know what interview you're talking about. I just don't have the link in my folder for it. So if you do have it, go ahead and send it to me, or anybody that has it. It's a CNN interview, and If you can find this one, go ahead and send me the link because I can show. I think what Kitty wants to bring up. Parents don't always know that. No, and Love is Blind. You know what I'm saying? Love is Blind. Let me go back just a little bit because I didn't hear what they were saying.
End quote. So this is confirmation of what Kaylee's folks said. Is it just me, or does it seem as if maybe that wasn't going to happen after all? Or did Kaylee intend to bring Jack back out of the friend zone? Now, what's really interesting about this article from the New York Post, and I will put a link to it in the description, is that we found out a little bit more about what has been going on, what Jack's studying, and how long they had been dating. But before we get to that, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do like, share, leave a comment, and let's get started.
I don't think he would have pulled it off. I don't see him having the stamina to do so exactly, Kel. The strength and endurance, I don't see him having it, so I just don't see him being involved in it. But yeah, you gotta. I could see him getting jealous, but I just, I don't know. I don't see him having the endurance or the stamina, but you never know. You know, who knows? You can take certain things too, you know, to create that shit. So you never know. You never know. That's why you always got to explore all the theories.
So the article goes on to say Ukur, 22, and Gonsalves, 21, had been dating for 5 years, so since 2017, when she broke things off with him just 3 weeks before she was killed. That's pretty significant. I was under the impression they'd been taking a break for most of the year, but this is actually something recent, something that started in the last week of October. It also shows that at the very end, it was Kaylee's plan to travel to Europe, go backpacking, and head to Texas without him. We've been speculating about that, but now that's definitely been confirmed. It also sketches a situation where Jack was likely trying to leave a comment, and let's get started. So the article goes on to say Ducour, 22, and Gonsalves, 21, had been dating for 5 years, so since 2017, when she broke things off with him just 3 weeks before she was killed.
Wow.
That's pretty significant. I was under the impression they'd been taking a break for most of the year, but this is actually something recent, something that started in the last week of October. It also shows that at the very end, it was Kaylee's plan to travel to Europe, go backpacking, and head to Texas without him. We've been speculating about that, but now that's definitely been confirmed. It also sketches a situation where Jack was likely trying to hang on or hold on to the relationship through the rigors of parties and pretenders trying to get his girl. You know, you kind of get the idea that he was trying to stay in the relationship, keep the relationship going, right through the entire year, and then right at the end, the wheels came off. And then I think
she was going backpacking by herself. Like she was, you know, it makes you wonder and think like they had been together for so long, right? Well, first of all, the parents and the family saying, oh, they were going to get back together and all that other stuff. That's probably what he was telling them, you know, afterwards. Oh, we were going to get, you know, She probably wanted to break it off before. You know, and then to do it right before you're going to go to Europe, to another country, you're going to do it right before you do it, right? And then you can hop to the other country and not be bugged about it. And then go to Texas. She was going to take the dog with her, they said. It wasn't going to be their dog anymore. I wouldn't let them go, especially nowadays, you know, with how everything is in different countries and shit. You got to be very careful. But I don't know. It makes you think like this was like right before the trip, so the time to do it was now. It does. It makes you wonder. Oh, okay. Let me see here. U.S. Energy and Environment link. Let me see here. This is what I got. Double check the link, Kid Kitty. It took me to some CNN Energy and Environment. Let me see if I got another one. Yeah, that's the only one that I got. Let me see. Let me go back to true crime here. 1 second. All right.
Once again, we're going to look at this statement from Kaylee in a very large Instagram. One lucky to be surrounded by these people every day. Who wouldn't be surrounded by them? Who wasn't surrounded by them every day, certainly in the last 3 weeks? Now imagine reading that 3 weeks after you've been ditched by the love of your life, by your wife. Jack's clearance on Kaylee's Instagram was as long ago as September 19. And you actually see a radical transformation in Kaylee. One actually has a sense, like Gabby Petito, of Kaylee rapidly coming into her own. Compare the dark-haired, wholesome girl next door Jack had gotten to know since 2017. This picture, these pictures, to the blonde femme fatale circa the summer and fall of 2022. Do you have the same situation here as in the Gabby Petito? The girl in the story, the young woman in the story, blossoming, becoming herself, kind of sexual agency, becoming beautiful.
StreamYard is
Meanwhile,
crazy.
the guy that she's with, in comparison, is not really changing very much, which essentially means he ends up feeling emasculated. 4 weeks prior to the murder breakup, Haley posted another Instagram besides the last one saying, "Love these people." And then there were a series of individuals in those photos. Well, who was missing from that on October 16? How did Jack feel about being kicked to the curb when everyone was celebrating being so happy? According to his aunt, Brooke, quote, obviously was sad, but they were still friends. His aunt also said that Gonzalez was planning on moving.
Wow, he wasn't in the picture with everybody. Just Ethan. Whoa. Wow.
Away, and that their split was amiable. Well, it wasn't so amiable on the morning of November 13th, because we know that in the hours before their deaths, Gonsalves and Mogan tried to call Duquois a total of 10 times, and then he didn't answer. Those 10 calls and texts suggest Jack wasn't a happy camper, not nearly. I don't know if it really was so amiable, and even Maddie knew that. According to the New York Post, quote, police in Moscow, Idaho later said they'd looked into and cleared the phone calls, and on November 23rd declared that Duquois was no longer considered a suspect. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. But you notice November 23rd is really 10 days later. It's quite a long time to take to clear someone. Their statement was that detectives do not believe the male Kaylee and Madison attempted to contact numerous times on November 13th is involved in this crime. And this is what police wrote on Facebook. I think it's a mistake to see Jack as the only possible suspect. In a scenario where Kaylee recently broke up with Jack, it's possible there was a contest for Kaylee's affections. And perhaps someone else, someone like Hoodie Guy, but others too, got ditched along the way as well. That's also possible. One has the impression that by the end of 2022, Kaylee and Maddie's world at the University of Idaho was their oyster. And at the center of it was the Pearl, the fun house. And they were exerting a lot of power from that sort of vantage point, from those balconies, and possibly those bedrooms as well. And there they had the boys wrapped around their
Let me see here.
pinkies.
Is the body
November
cam?
23rd is really 10 days later. It's quite a long time.
Is the body cam, and it shows Kaylee and Jack, her ex. It shows them in the body cam.
Time to take to clear someone. Their statement was that detectives do not believe the male Kaylee and Madison attempted to contact numerous times on November 13th is involved in this crime. And this is what police wrote on Facebook. I think it's a mistake to see Jack as the only possible suspect. In a scenario where Kaylee recently broke up with Jack, it's possible there was a contest for Kaylee's affections. And perhaps someone else, someone like Hoodie Guy, but others too, got ditched along the way as well. That's also possible. One has the impression that by the end of 2022, Kaylee and Maddie's world at the University of Idaho was their oyster.
That's what it seems like. This dude was mad because he wasn't getting a chance. Some jealous person.
Yeah.
Mad because he wasn't getting a chance. Mad at, women because he was socially awkward. What the fuck? What just popped up? All right, there we go. Yeah, kind of like that. That type.
And at the center of it was the Pearl, the fun house. And they were exerting a lot of power from that sort of vantage point, from those balconies, and possibly those bedrooms as well. And there they had the boys wrapped around their pinkies. They were available, evidently, and accessible, possibly. But wasn't it a case of not you, you, or you, but not you? We've also found out some important new information about Jack's context, that he was majoring in mechanical engineering at the university, and at least according to the article, was initially considered a person of interest in the November 13 quadruple homicide. But what do his studies tell us about the likely dynamics?
Are you not?
So a friend of mine, as well as my brother, both studied electromechanical engineering. That's pretty hardcore. That's not the sort of degree you can do and party 4 or 5 times a week. So you kind of get the idea. Jack must have worked quite hard and been, studying the way most people do at university. And he couldn't have attended all of these parties. And so while he's working very hard, they're having fun. How did that feel? The New York Post then highlights a YouTube video posted by someone called The Reporter Room. I have actually seen that particular.
He's been using a lot of those videos too. What? So you guys, he sounds jaded. Like he's the, hold on. Like the YouTuber is bitter from life experience. I don't know. It is a long one though. Has he seemed like that in the other videos? Oh my God.
Meditation and prayer.
Yeah, we watched that one earlier. Why is it on that one? Give me 1 second here. Oh, shoot. It had that CNN interview too. 1 second. Why did it go to news? What the heck is going on with my stuff?
A somber night in Cornelius.
Oh my gosh.
The
what?
power of meditation and prayer.
We feel.
One second. It's been acting weird the whole time. The whole time. Oh, well, yeah, that's a perfect comment right there. There's no way Scott is involved. Lacey Peterson's mom. When it all started. All right, so this is the interview on CNN here. So we'll actually take a watch. Let me get this all situated here real quick. There's weird stuff going on with StreamYard. Give me one moment. All right. I think I got it good now. Okay, so we're going to watch this part. I know what part Kid Kitty's talking about here.
How you guys doing?
I'll wait for the question. I don't know where at in the interview it is.
Me? It's not real yet. I'm a bit in denial.
But when I hear the question, I'll know exactly.
I'm hoping for justice. That's why I'm trying to switch myself into that mode to try to find some justice. That's where I'm at.
I get it. Steve, Olivia?
Yeah, I just know my sister, she was a hard worker, and just sitting in my bed and crying myself to sleep isn't going to do her any justice. And that's not what she'd want me to do. She'd want me to stay active and doing what I can to spread her message and hope that we can find this suspect or suspects. And that's how I feel.
I get it. She's got a great smile. We keep showing that picture.
Probably,
I know
Coat.
your family's been frustrated with the investigation so far, understandably so.
Is
Here
she
we
a
are,
Green Bay
a
fan?
week and a half out, and really not much information about this. Does not appear to be a suspect.
She probably is celebrating it. Is she a Green Bay fan?
Tell me, Olivia, what specifically you've been frustrated with, because you did your own work here. For instance, you found video of the food truck, for example, where two of the victims were.
Or mad as hell. One of the two. Maybe starting a bonfire because Green Bay won. I don't know. I wonder.
Seen the same night as this killing.
Yeah, I would say, I think that obviously this is extremely personal for us and we treated it that way from the very get-go. I know how valuable those first 48, 72 hours are. And I can only hope that the police also know how valuable that is and that they have a lot of information there that just isn't public right now. I will say the one lingering frustration I have is the timeline. I know it's semantics, but my sisters got home at 1:56. It wasn't 1:45. I know it might not seem significant, but when we're looking for camera, when we're looking for dash footage, when we're looking for any of those things, I do feel it is valuable, and they did get home at 1:56. It was not 1:45.
Right. There's one detail there. Kaylee's mother has said she believes that the suspect, the killer, is someone Kaylee knew very well, and that the killer might even be at the vigil. Remarkable. I wonder, Steve, do you share that view?
It's speculation. My daughter was very popular. It seemed like everyone that I talked to said she knew everyone. They had parties. They were college kids. They were about to graduate.
Yeah.
So somebody could have partied in the house and got an idea or got the confidence to pull that off.
Steve, this question of a stalker, and I'm very conscious with this story of how many rumors have been circulating, and a lot of those rumors turn out to not be true. But Stephen, this discussion of the possibility she may have had a stalker, have police been able to stand that up, or not? They seem to be knocking that down.
All right, I think they're getting to the question here pretty soon.
Yeah, it seems to be knocked down. Obviously, any of that information would be new to us as well. Kaylee FaceTimed me. She didn't call or text. She FaceTimed me for literally. Obviously, any of that information. Yeah, it seems to be knocked down. Obviously, any of that.
Not be true, but Steve, this
Look at this
discussion of the
reaction,
possibility
too.
she may have had a stalker, have police been able to stand that up, or not? They seem to be knocking
Look
that
at
down.
his reaction too. She says yes.
Yeah, it seems to be knocked down. Obviously, any of that information would be new to us as well. Kaylee FaceTimed me. She didn't call or text. She FaceTimed me for literally hours, almost every single day. And she was extremely cautious. She was very
That was a
vigilant.
weird reaction too.
I think that she really would have noticed something, and she would have said it to us. She wasn't, scared to get us involved in her life in any capacity like that.
I know you're frustrated with how much and how information, developments in the investigation are being shared with the public. Are they sharing anything with you that they're not sharing publicly, in light of the fact that this was your sister, this was your daughter?
I'm not getting anything. They're not sharing much with me. I know that there's a separation in duties there. They do have the FBI now, so I don't know how much the individuals that I'm talking with, which are the local, are actually exercising their different jurisdictions. I think they might not know a lot because, they have briefings, and if they haven't had a briefing, they probably don't know exactly what's going on.
Are they contacting you at all? Are they keeping you updated more than they are, say, on the website or with these press briefings?
To be honest, they're not. I mean, yesterday I asked about the
That's a
stalker
good
question,
point,
and
Kel.
they couldn't confirm anything.
That's
and
a
then
very good
today I
point.
hear that they're reaching out to the communities.
And then knowing what we just watched a minute ago about what's confirmed and stuff now, it makes you wonder what Adam has to do with all this too now, since Adam was told everything. It makes you wonder now. Here's the link to this interview if anybody wants to save it. Definitely makes you wonder. There's got to be more to the story, you know what I'm saying?
Saying that there's a stalker involved, so I don't know what to make of that.
It's
They're-
a lot of
Sorry, go ahead, Steve.
purposely. They're just so vague with everything that they say, and then they slowly peel it back layer until you find the real story. It all started with a sharp-edged weapon. What was the use in telling the community that a sharp-edged weapon was used instead of just coming out and telling us that it was a knife from the beginning? I don't understand the purposeness of being so vague. You're not holding the integrity of the case together by not telling anybody anything.
I understand you have frustrations how police and investigators have handled the crime scene. What are those frustrations specifically?
Well, they expanded it, and there was volunteers that walked around, and they disclosed that they were looking and found different things. So, they did share with me that may have more to do with keeping cameras out than it actually does with evidence gathering. So I hope that is indeed the case, because it would be pretty disheartening a week later to know that they didn't have the right claims.
One of the mother of one of the surviving roommates, so reminding our viewers, there were two roommates who were upstairs and survived this, told a reporter that those roommates heard something that night. Have you been told? Have you heard from sharing with other relatives of the other victims what that was exactly?
No, I would say for us that we did hear those rumors, but right now we can only leave it at that. None of that has ever been confirmed to us.
We have not spoke with the roommates.
Yeah.
The surviving roommates, and they were downstairs, just to clarify that for you, sir.
Okay, downstairs, right, on a different floor from where it appears where the murders took place. One consistent thing, and granted, there's been some, changes as you note in how the police have described this. One consistent descriptor has been that the attack was targeted. Do you know if police believe one person in the house was the target of this attack, or all four?
I've been told it's one, but then again, there's the vagueness. Like, it's like purposely vague, I'm hoping, but it confuses everyone.
Yeah.
Because nobody knows what that really means, other than maybe somebody had a different kind of attack footprint.
Yeah.
So, I feel like we just want some more. We all want to play a part in helping, and we can't play a part if we don't have any real substantial information to work from.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you, Christy B.
I get it. You want to help. I mean, Olivia, you found video that has been helpful in this investigation. I'm sure you do want to help. Has anyone indicated to you that if it was indeed one person targeted, was Kaylee the target? Has anybody shared that with you?
They won't confirm who that was to us.
The police, that is.
We've heard the rumor that that's the case, but it's just a rumor at this point.
Tons and tons.
That
of
too,
rumors,
Kel.
but nothing from the police.
Oh, whoops.
And I'll say I think
That
a
too,
lot of
Kel.
those rumors do stem from all of the vagueness, and it's human nature to want answers.
And from what I hear, none of the families get along, right? I think that's what they're saying. None of the families get along either. I think that question's coming up here in a second.
It's human nature to kind of put forth a theory so that you can even comprehend it in your brain. And so I think that's how we're getting all of some of these really, really off the wall theories, and some of these theories like Kaylee had a stalker, that even we're sitting here scratching our heads saying, no, it couldn't be. If it was, it would be news to us.
I am sure it is frustrating. Your family has been very outspoken in support of Jack. He's Kaylee's ex-boyfriend, and on the Moscow police website, he is not listed, notably, as someone who has been cleared in the investigation. To your knowledge, is that significant?
No, I don't personally think so, because I think that there's the entire rest of the world that's also not on that list of people who have been cleared,
right?
Including Maddie's boyfriend, including any associates of Xana or Ethan that might not be involved. I don't find that significant at all.
And there were...
Yeah, I heard that too, Kel. Something about the creaking on the floors and stuff. And I think they are kind of upset that the bottom two, weren't able to. Be safe, Kel. Be safe. Be safe.
There were a number of phone calls that night, and you say that would have been typical behavior for Kaylee. To your knowledge, is that significant?
No.
Okay,
I don't.
Police website.
Here's the reaction that everybody's talking about here. So there's two different interesting reactions on this video.
Support of Jack. He's Kaylee's ex-boyfriend, and on the Moscow police website, he is not listed, notably, as someone who has been cleared.
Watch his reaction. Watch her answer.
Is that significant?
No, I don't personally think so, because
he kind of shrugs like breathes heavy, kind of no. She says no, and he shakes his head yes.
To your knowledge, is that significant?
No, I don't personally think so, because I think that there's the entire rest of the world that's also not on that list. It couldn't be. If it was, it would be news to us.
Yeah. I am sure it is frustrating. Your family has been very outspoken in support of Jack. He's Kaylee's ex-boyfriend, and on the Moscow police website, he is not listed, notably, as someone who has been cleared in the investigation. To your knowledge, is that significant?
No, I don't personally think so, because I think that there's the entire rest of the world that's also not on that list of people who have been cleared,
right?
Including Maddie's boyfriend, including any associates of Xana or Ethan that might not be involved. I don't find that significant at all.
And there were a number of phone calls that night, and you say that would have been typical behavior for Kaylee, that she often would call friends, folks, for a whole bunch of things.
At any time, yeah. Multiple times until I would pick up at 3 a.m. and be like, Kaylee, what?
Yeah.
And some of the last footage of her at that food court, she's on her phone 24/7 filming the whole thing. So she lived on that phone. So
yeah. It sounds like you're saying that the delays here in sharing information, the delays in, well, frankly, making more progress on the investigation, mean the police have lost their best opportunity, right? I think, Olivia, you were saying that
Merry
those
Christmas,
early hours
Justice.
and days are key. That's when you can make real progress. Do you believe that they've missed their best chance here, or may have?
Not only is that's just not.
You got to watch my cooking skills in my Sims 4 episode 2. Just keep in mind, my CJ Evil is just learning how to cook. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Not a matter of opinion, that's a matter of fact. If you look statistically at homicide cases, those first 10 days are so incredibly important.
Yeah, so those are the two parts of the interview. You got the 3-minute mark. You got the 3-minute mark.
Yeah, it seems to be knocked down.
Right here.
Obviously, any of that information would be.
Then he looks all weird. And then you got the 8-minute mark.
We have a stalker that even we're sitting here scratching our heads saying, no, it couldn't be. If it was, it would
He
be
does the
news to
look
us.
again.
Yeah. I am sure it is frustrating.
It seems like
your family.
It seems like he disagrees a lot right there. It's an interesting
Has been very
interview.
outspoken in support of Jack. He's Kaylee's ex-boyfriend. And on the Moscow police website, he is not listed, notably, as someone who has been cleared in the investigation. To your knowledge, is that significant?
No, I personally think so, because I think that there's the entire rest of the world that's also not on that list of people who have been cleared,
right?
Including Maddie's boyfriend, including any associates of Xana or Ethan that might not be involved. I don't find that significant at all.
And there were falls to him that night, and you say that would have been typical behavior for Kaylee, that she often would call friends, folks, for a whole bunch of things.
At any time, yeah. Multiple times until I would pick up at 3 a.m. and be like, Kaylee, what?
Yeah.
And some of the last footage of her at that food court, she's on her phone 24/7 filming the whole thing. So she lived on that phone. So
yeah. It sounds like you're saying that the delays here in sharing information, the delays in, well, frankly, making more progress on the investigation, mean the police have lost their best.
Yeah, it's an interesting interview. Here, I'll go ahead and throw the link up to that interview again in chat as well. Yeah, I'm starting to learn how to play Sims 4. It's interesting. Making a little bit of money at a little bit of time. I've been promoted at my job already, though, there. And I'm trying to become a musical genius, too. So I'm trying to practice the guitar enough to where I can go to the street and play on the street, and then I can get $50 in tips. I still have to decorate. I still have to renovate. It's good times, though. Definitely check out. Probably be doing an episode 3 tonight. I think might be doing an extended one. I've been keeping it at an hour, the first 2, but I think I might do a 2-hour one tonight. But it'd be cool if we could all get together and do some Jackbox games. Trivia murder party. That would be cool. Because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this show for the afternoon instead of tonight, and then tonight I'm just going to be on Twitch, streaming different games, game shows, different games. And then if there's enough people in Twitch, I'll go ahead and fire up Jackbox, and we'll play some Jackbox, where you just use your phone as your participant in the game show, and then you just watch the stream. So if you want a link to download the app, all you have to do is click on this link. If you already have Twitch, you can just follow me through there, and you'll get notified. And if you don't need anything to download to play Jackbox, you just need Twitch to watch the game show. You just need your phone to be a participant. But a lot of people use their tablets or their computers to watch on Twitch, and then they'll use their phone or their TVs, if you can have Twitch on your TV, through Xbox, PlayStation, or some other kind of device. Watch it on TV, and then you can just use your phone to be in the game show. It'll be fun. But yeah, if I get enough people in Twitch tonight in the chat, then I'll go ahead and fire up Jackbox. And then anybody, once I start streaming Jackbox, everybody always likes watching Jackbox and being in Jackbox. So there'll be people we might not even know that want to hop in and play as well. So it could be good times. But I got Jackbox Party Pack 3 and Jackbox Party Pack 6. So all those games we can play on there. But I'm definitely feeling like a Sims 2 episode. So I think tonight, since it's Christmas, I'm just going to chill back, do some gaming on some different games and stuff. Chill back, eat some snacks, get comfy under a blanket, chill back on Twitch. So definitely download it. Come hang out tonight. Yeah, that was an interesting interview. Can't do too much of sports. I got suspended. You missed it, JSD. Suspension number 2. I was playing football. I was going to talk some sports, but we can't do that. Oh, crap. Where is this at? I need to... Hold on. Here, let me just go here real quick. What time is it? It's 4 o'clock almost. I would say I'll probably... I'll be like, let me see. I'll probably be on Twitch starting off. I'll start off with Sims maybe. Maybe 6 o'clock Central. Probably do the show for another, I don't know, half hour or so. Cook some supper. Get everything all ready for the video gaming. Get the blankets out. Get chill. Play a bunch of different shit. There's really nothing. Okay, we didn't watch much of this. Oh yeah, that was a weekly recap. That's why we didn't watch that. We watched that video. That was pretty neat. That's a big electric bill. Yeah, definitely. Since this wasn't the reason, well, I don't know if it was. I better not play it. But amplified, 30 minutes. It said royalty free. But man, we were jamming in the beginning of that one stream that got suspended. We were jamming to some Christmas music. It was cool. I don't know too much about those. Yeah, we already went through everything. I guess we could watch this. What is this? I don't feel like inside the frat house is, I don't know. Thank you, Kib Kitty. I don't know if inside the frat house really, it's not really the inside of the frat house. It's more, who are the people that were involved in the altercation and who is the person that got kicked out of the frat house. That's, we don't even know who it is. So buried 15 buffaloes getting hit hard. I don't know about the mysterious man. I don't know. We watch these. Ooh, I do want to watch how to host a Twitch party. Yeah, because we can watch movies together and NFL football games too. Because with Amazon Prime, you can watch football. So we could actually watch a football game. You can't do it on YouTube because there's an exclusive agreement with Twitch and Amazon. Because Amazon owns Twitch now, so there's an agreement that if you have Amazon Prime, which I do, but you have to have Amazon Prime too in order to participate in the Twitch watch party. But I do want to see how this works.
In today's video, I get to share with you is on Twitch. My name's Wild for Games, and I'm going to show you how to host a watch party. Here we go.
Okay, so this
Shaking
is for
things
me.
up on your live stream is a great way to keep things interesting for your audience. One way to do this is by hosting a watch party. While watch parties are available to all Twitch creators, you can only host a watch party if you also have an Amazon Prime account.
I do.
Additionally, your viewers must also...
So you also have to have Amazon Prime. Okay, so that's how it works. And basically anything that's on Amazon Prime, we can all watch together. I can have the same setup like I do on YouTube, but unfortunately you can't watch it on YouTube because of the copyright stuff. But you can do it on Twitch with Amazon Prime. It's interesting, like when I know that I'm gonna post a video to YouTube, there's certain music I can't play on Twitch that goes to YouTube because YouTube will copyright it. But while I'm streaming on Twitch, I can listen to my 8-bit music, which is like real songs. Phantom knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's weird the difference of what I can do on Twitch compared to YouTube.
also have a Prime account. Watch party on Twitch, you must first add watch parties as a quick action using the following steps. From your creative dashboard, go to Stream Manager. In the quick actions panel to the right of your screen, click on the plus sign. Quick action options and search bar should be appearing in this window here.
Cool.
Under the Grow Your Community, you should see a button labeled Start Watch Party.
Cool.
Select this option and it will be added to your quick actions. Now, before launching a watch party, you need to make sure that your Amazon Prime account is linked to your Twitch account. First time you launch the watch party on Twitch, you will be prompted to connect your Prime account and to your Prime credentials.
Nice. I might do this tonight,
If you sign
actually.
out of Twitch, you may be asked to reconnect your Prime account.
Because I never knew how to do this, and I just found this video this morning or last night or something, and I'm like, dang, you can watch movies, like newer movies, older movies, sports, TV shows, all sorts of stuff.
Account. Once your Prime account is connected to your Twitch account, you can search titles available to you and your audience. For a quick little extra tip, try to look for content that is widely available, because some content that is outside of some viewers' regions won't be viewable to them. All right, so we've created the quick action, and now we've connected your Twitch account and Prime account. So allow me to show you how to host a watch party using Streamlabs Desktop. Just to let you know, before launching a watch party, you must be live on Twitch. If you're using Streamlabs...
All right. I don't need the Streamlabs stuff. I just wanted to know how to do that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. It's that simple. I think I just needed to have a laptop that could do it. And I believe this one can, since I can do the StreamYard stuff, so we should be good. That's pretty easy to set up. I just add a quick action. Yeah, we watched all these videos. Let me see if there's anything brand new here. Doctor cures Santa. What? Cure Santa?
Santa Claus is gearing up. He recently had a little bit of a scare. A biopsy revealed he had a rare and complex type of cancer. Well, as soon as surgical oncologist Dr. Francisco Macedo heard about this, he knew he needed to save Christmas Day. So he performed a surgery on Santa, and I am happy to report to you this morning that Santa has fully recovered without any issues. But guess what? Both Dr. Francisco Macedo and Santa Claus are joining us live right now from Florida. Good morning.
Good morning. Merry Christmas.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas.
Santa, I can't believe you're joining us on Morning in America. Santa, can I start with you? What symptoms were you experiencing that made you think that something wasn't right?
I was running a low fever for about 3 weeks and had kind of a sore stomach. And I'd taken my wife, Ms. Claus, to the emergency room and kept in contact with our doctor.
What?
And they suggested, after listening to me, that I check myself in as well. So I did that. They did some tests, and Dr. Macedo happened to be there at the right time. And he's the expert in what I needed to have happen to me. So got an appointment with Dr. Macedo. Went to his office, scheduled some more tests.
Brutal
Before
cold.
long, I was in the hospital, had the operation. It was very quick. I
Back to your
recovered
jolly
very
old
quickly.
self. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, right in the nick of time, because millions of kids are counting on you this year.
Oh, yeah.
And Dr. Macedo.
Poor guy. No crime talk. It was just a weekly recap, and we already watched. We already watched what he had on the Idaho stuff already, and then there was other stuff that I don't know, something weird. There's just nothing new. You know, it's Christmas, so there's probably a lot of people at home, you know, busy doing this, busy doing that, instead of being on the streets and all that. You got JLR out there, but I don't really see anything new from him, and the other stuff I don't really think pertains. So I'm looking over. Yeah, I just don't see nothing. So I think I'll go ahead and get ready to end it for I probably won't be back on tonight. I'll probably just hang out on Twitch the rest of the night. So I want to appreciate you guys hanging out. And I don't know, we'll see what's up with tomorrow. Sucks I couldn't do more sports. The whole copyright crap, suspended crap sucks. But I'm definitely going to be on Twitch if I do a Sims episode, which I'm sure I will be. If you're not able to make it on Twitch for that, I'll be uploading it to YouTube after I'm done on Twitch. I don't know. If you get a notification from me, I might be streaming on YouTube also. We'll see. It's been kind of buggy lately when it comes to... I don't know, Kelt, are you still in here? Did it seem okay when you were starting to watch it on YouTube? Because once you're in Twitch, it's different. It's a million times better. That's why I always delete the streams after I'm done if I do stream it to YouTube, and then I just upload it because of the quality. It's a lot better. Thank you, Christy B. I appreciate it. Thank you for the messages at the beginning of the stream there with the text and stuff about the description. No smudged out names and stuff. Damn, 5 dozen cookies. Holy crap. So yeah, if you want to check out Twitch, go ahead and check out Twitch. I'll be on there. And then, I don't know, you'll get a notification for something. It'll either be Gaming with CJ or another show or just hanging out on Twitch. I don't know. But I hope you all have a safe and happy holiday. Enjoy the time with your loved ones. Peace and positive evening. And if I see you on Twitch, let's kick it and chat. Chat as much as you want. We get enough people in Twitch, we'll do some Jackbox. That's for sure. Merry Christmas, everybody. I appreciate you.